Brother, sentenced to 23 years for murder. Guyana Times, after being found guilty of the 2018 murder of Taj Andrew Jarvis, 37-year-old Damien Bissoon, also known as Damien Sardina, and brother, was sentenced to 23 years in prison by Justice De Moon Young on Tuesday. During the sentencing hearing at the High Court in Georgetown, Justice Young set a starting sentence of 25 years but deducted 3 years for mitigating factors while adding 1 year due to aggravating circumstances, resulting in a final sentence of 23 years. The incident occurred on March 30, 2018, when Jarvis and a friend were walking along Alexander Street in Kitty, Georgetown. Upon crossing Bar Street, they were confronted by Bissoon, who demanded money before launching a violent attack. Bissoon fatally stabbed Jarvis, who was found with defensive wounds, indicating he was not the aggressor. Bissoon fled the scene and remained at large for nearly 4 years before surrendering to police in 2022. His initial trial in October 2024 ended in a mistrial, leading to a retrial in January 2025, where a jury unanimously found him guilty. Prosecutors Alvaro Ramatar and Muntaz Ali characterized the attack as senseless and unprovoked. They emphasized that even after stabbing Jarvis, Bissoon kicked him multiple times before fleeing without offering assistance. Witnesses identified Bissoon as the assailant, with forensic evidence bolstering the prosecution's case. During the hearing, emotional victim impact statements were presented. Jarvis's 15-year-old daughter, through a family member, shared her grief, describing her father as her best friend. She reflected on how her life would have been better had he been alive, revealing her struggles to cope with the loss and the pain felt by her grandmother. Jarvis's sister spoke of the family's devastation, recounting how their once close family had been irreparably shattered, with holidays losing their joy. She disclosed that her niece had attempted self-harm following her father's death and expressed a desire for the death penalty for Bissoon. She also conveyed her determination to find her brother's killer, believing she might have saved him had she been present. Defense attorney Ronald Bostwick argued that Bissoon's upbringing had been challenging, stating that he grew up in a financially struggling household with a history of domestic violence. A probation report indicated that Bissoon had not completed secondary school due to financial constraints and maintained his innocence, claiming he did not know Jarvis. A separate probation report from the Guyana Prison Service noted that although Bissoon had not participated in rehabilitative programs, he expressed a desire to engage in anger management and other training. Prison staff described him as respectful and quiet, with no recorded behavioral issues. Bostwick highlighted that Bissoon had no prior convictions and had voluntarily returned to face charges, urging the court to consider his age and potential for rehabilitation. When given the opportunity to speak, Bissoon extended his sympathies to Jarvis's family and pleaded for leniency. Prosecutor Ramatar, however, sought a severe sentence, arguing that the murder was brutal and unjustifiable. He noted Bissoon's continued refusal to accept responsibility despite being identified as the perpetrator, calling for a strong sentence to deter similar crimes. Justice Young stated that Bissoon did not show genuine remorse before imposing the 23-year sentence. With the case concluded, Jarvis's family expressed relief that justice had been served, although the pain of their loss remains immeasurable.